Call of Duty 2019 has essentially been confirmed to be Modern Warfare 4. Now, we haven't gotten any official trailer or teaser announcements yet, but let's face it, with all the little leaks and tidbits of information we've seen here and there, it's essentially been confirmed. What's going on, guys? My name is ConsoleChronicles. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. In today's video, I want to be discussing my top 10 wish list of things I wish to see return or not return in the upcoming Modern Warfare 4 title. Now, I know you guys have seen this video loads of times from your other favorite YouTubers, and I just wanted to give my personal opinion and take on it, let you guys know what I want or not want to return. If you guys do agree with some of the things I say, let me know in the comments below. If you guys want to change things up from what I say, let me know as well. We're going to go from number 10 of being the least important to me to number 1 being the most important to me. And like I said, some of the things you can switch up here and there. It still doesn't matter. So we're going to start at number 10. That is going to be the third game mode. In every Call of Duty, we have a game mode that is not multiplayer, it's not single player. It's that game you can play when you're kind of tired of the grind of multiplayer leveling up constantly. In most cases, it's a zombies mode. I am personally kind of tired of the zombie genre in general, especially in Call of Duty. I think it's kind of been overdone to the point where it's just kind of stale. When it used to just be Treyarch doing it, I think it was still fresh to the point, oh, hey, look, 2-3 years have passed by. Cool, another zombies experience. Awesome, let's do it. Now, it's just getting kind of stale. Moving on to number 9, cosmetic-only supply drops. I cannot stress this enough. Do not put any new guns or weapon variants in supply drops. Keep it cosmetic only. If you want to put a bright pink helmet with green neon goggles in supply drops, be my guest, but please don't do any weapon variants, and least of all, any new weapons in supply drops. It is completely unfair to the players who cannot get lucky enough to earn them. Now we go on to number 8, and that is a good single-player campaign. I have not had a memorable single-player campaign, I want to say, since Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, World War II, they all had really good campaigns, don't get me wrong, but I don't memorize or have a memorable experience about the characters and their story and their struggle. I haven't had that experience since the early Modern Warfare days, since the early Black Ops 1 days, and Call of Duty Ghosts. I haven't had that experience since then. I would really love that to return. Coming in at number 7, fun perks. And when I say fun, I don't mean ridiculous or wacky or just plain out stupid. I mean perks that are fun to use, and when you use them, you're like, okay, awesome. I feel good with this setup. I feel good with this class that I'm using. I really want to, maybe change this up. Whatever. Something that makes you say, I'm having fun with this game the way I'm playing it. Now moving on to number 6. This is honestly, I should have put this one a little bit higher, but I think right here in the middle-ish is a good area for it. And that is communication and feedback from developers to the players. Let's face it, Activision lately especially has not been listening to the community at all. We've been telling them for years what we would like to see in the game that would make us want to play the game more, and they haven't been listening. All they've been doing is say, here's more supply drops. And that honestly is a bad business model to the point where people are done with Call of Duty. They need to bring the experience, the fun experience back. If you look at all these big streamers and all the big YouTubers, they moved on. They're playing Apex, they're playing Fortnite, they're done with Call of Duty. Even Blackout isn't bringing people back the way they thought it would. They need to reinvent the way they do the game, and the best way to do that is listen to your players, listen to your fans, and throughout the game's life cycle, listen to the fans. I'm begging you, listen. Moving on to number 5. This is something that I have felt needs to be addressed for a while now, and I think now is a good time, is a new leveling system. Call of Duty's leveling system is really stale. You level up to, let's just say, level 50, and then you prestige, and then you do it again, and then you do it again, and again, and again. And what do you get out of it? Ooh, a cool emblem. Ooh, a cool calling card. Ooh, in some games, ooh, a new weapon variant. But in this game, I would like to see a different leveling system, something more original, something fresh, something more fun. We probably won't get it, but it's just something you can wish for. Going to number 4, And I cannot stress this enough when I say it. No more season pass. This really could make a video in and of itself, and it might actually be. The Call of Duty Season Pass is severely outdated. It's at the point where it's not even a viable option anymore because you don't get anything out of it. It used to be you got everything. Every piece of content, every special event, everything in that one price for $50. Where it was actually kind of like, that's kind of saving me money. It's kind of worth it. Now you get like 4 maps. What's the point? Literally, what's the point? All the cool stuff is in supply drops. There's really no reason to get the season pass anymore. But unfortunately, they're still going to push it out. If they want to do something what like Fortnite Battle Pass would do and just be cosmetic only, essentially it's like supply drops, but you know what you're getting. If they want to do something like that, I mean, it'd be a little more understandable. You grind out the Battle Pass until you get a gun. I mean, it would suck, to be honest with you. But hey, at least you could achieve it instead of having to buy it. And you could also buy it. Going to number 3. Now, this is very deep in the multiplayer now with the top 3. And this one in particular is good map design. In recent Call of Duties, it seems like all they do is just remake old maps and just push it out as something original, which it's not. Hell, they'll even redesign maps and they won't even tell us. And yes, I'm talking about Use Strike Zone in Ghosts, which was Dome from Modern Warfare 3, with the exact same layout. They'll just do something like that and they expect the players won't notice, but the players notice immediately and they don't like being tricked like that. They prefer honesty. And I mean, I'm one of them. Of course, I prefer someone to be honest with me before they lie to me. But the point of like remaking old maps, I think their mindset is, hey, these players like these old maps. Let's save time instead of having to make new ones. Let's just remake the old ones and just push that into the game. I get it. I get where you're trying to go with that, but you're losing the experience for the player to play the new maps and enjoy them, because the new maps in these newer games are just not fun. They're just not fun. Now we're at number 2. This is a very, very highly requested thing, and I've seen this in every YouTuber's video that I've seen a top 10 list for, and that in particular is good multiplayer streaks. There is a common theme with Call of Duty nowadays of having very lackluster streaks. A lot of the games today are just not enjoyable because the streaks that you strive to earn for aren't worth using. Back in the day when you're playing like Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops 1, when you got a kill streak, like one of those really high kill streaks, you knew you were going to get your money's worth out of it. You knew that you were getting a lot out of it. And the number one thing I would like to see return is Specialist. And I mean, you could do the Specialist from Ghost if you want to. I prefer the one from Modern Warfare 3, which was every perk. That was the best form of Specialist, and that was the most fun thing. You're a super soldier when you have every single perk in the game, everything, and that's what I would love to see return. And finally, coming in at the number 1 spot, extensive launch content. Now, it's no secret nowadays that when Call of Duty comes out, it is no longer a finished product, and you can use Black Ops 4 as an example. The game has been out, what, 6-7 months now at the time of making this video? And there are still no leaderboards in the game. That's actually very crazy to think about because that used to be an afterthought. People didn't really care too much about their stats. Now you can't even check them because it's not in the game. This isn't about leaderboards though. Yes, please put them in the game. But when I say launch content, I'm saying the fun guns to use, the fun maps to play on, the game modes. That stuff just isn't in the game when you get it. You get the standard game modes, you get a few maps, and you get a decent amount of guns. Not as much as you used to, but you get a decent amount. Some people can argue that fact, but guns being in the game versus viable fun guns to use is 2 totally separate things. So just keep that in mind. I know I use Modern Warfare 3 as an example a lot because it was my favorite Call of Duty. And I know a lot of people preferred Black Ops 2, so you can use that as an example as well. Those games had so much content at launch, fun, viable content at launch, that you had too much to do. Now, you don't have anything to do. You get like that one good god gun, and that's all you want to use. Or you get that one good map, and that's all you want to play on. Back then, when you picked up any weapon, it was all viable, it was all fun to use. There used to be some hidden gems here and there, yes, but it was all fun content. The game modes, you know, Black Ops always had the party game modes. Modern Warfare 3 had the face-off game mode, which I loved, and that'll be an honorary mention in this. I hope they bring face-off back. I love the face-off game mode. That was so much fun to play on, so much fun to do with one person, other person, or with just two friends. That was a good fun game mode. But that was what I'm talking about. That is the extent of the content that Call of Duty is lacking now. That I hope that they bring it back one day. I truthfully do. I hope they bring it back one day. But anyways, guys, that is my top 10 wish list for the upcoming Modern Warfare 4 title that I would like to see return, the stuff that I would like to see come back to the series. And if you guys do agree with anything that I said, please let me know in the comment section below. If you would change a couple things up or whatever, let me know down there as well. I'm very curious what you guys think. And yeah, that's it. Like I said, honorary mention, face off. And you know what? I got one more honorary mention, also for Modern Warfare 3. I need to learn how to say that word. From Modern Warfare 3. Give us the ability to turn off the maps, the DLC maps. That was a great function, and I have no idea why they never brought that back. That was such a smart idea. So please bring that back as well. But alright guys, that is going to do it for me. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Until then guys, take it easy.